when I was younger, I didn't have any mentors. I know when you in, school, and you do your school projects, and, they ask you, what is your role model or mentor? And they, the little girls, little boys say, oh, my mommy was my mentor, and my daddy. And I'd be like, I don't have no mentor. I don't look up to nobody. I will always see the flaws in other people and decide, well, they had some good qualities, but they flaws. I didn't want to model their life. I didn't want to look up to them. I didn't see it as something that made you strong to have a mentor. I felt like I was being strong not having one. And I felt like I was being my own self, not having anybody to look up to in that aspect. But as I began to grow older and decided that I wanted to do more for my life, I realized that I really did want and desired a mentor, and that's when God really brought somebody in my life to be there for me. I had a mentor named Miss Tasha that I got actually from the church through Virtuous Step, our mentor program, and she was just so awesome. She really brought in my perspective. I didn't have any interest in traveling or going out different places or actually going to school and just any of that. And she made that seem so exciting, and that I was able to do it, that was reachable. To the point that I actually went to Bermuda. Me and my sister went to Bermuda together with the church, and it was awesome. It was our first time going on a plane, our first time getting our passport and everything, and we had a blast.
I've had many role models in my life. One role model in particular who helped me with my walk with Christ was Dio, and she's also a JJ. When I first met her, my life was messed up. I had been in foster care. My mom had just kicked me out. I didn't have a place to go. I wasn't going to class, and she was my math teacher. And she met with me at the class one day when she finally caught up with me, and she said to me, you're one of my brightest students here, and you just got here. And she said, I want to help you. I don't know what you've been through, but I want to help you. She started mentoring me and just pouring life back into me, and she invited me here. I didn't want to go because I was tired of church. When you've been through a lot, people try to sprinkle on Christ and, really don't show you how to live right or, how to apply the love of Christ in your life. But by me coming here, by her inviting me here, I see what she meant, and I see what those people, those well-intentioned people meant when they talked about the love of Christ. So she was one of those role models in my life that really helped me to get where I am today.